This weather is perfect. We should move out.
I'm hoping, she says after it stops raining, I'm hoping we don't have to do Zhongli's quest, his story quest, before we do Inazuma. Because one, I just don't have the patience to do it between now and then.
A huge statue.
But it's a story quest, so it shouldn't have relevance.
The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of resources and energy to construct them.
Yes.
But how aware of this was the Animal Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he give back in return?
Why didn't you just ask Venti?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return, though. Does it?
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all, there's nothing I can say about it.
Let's find Venti and ask him about Kanria. I really want to know why, what happened.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! Don't say anything bad about the Animal Archon. And actually, the Animal Archon is... never mind.
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral. I'll leave you two to mingle with the sisters.
So he won't step foot into a religious building. Why?
Huh?
Yeah, you curious?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these affairs with their utmost trust.
Yes, but you not wanting to walk into a religious building is very, very curious.
Having me tag along would only make them suspicious.
Don't think you'd be popular, lol, because they don't know you?
Correct. And just as our little friend said, I might say something bad about the church at any time. When a non-believer steps onto holy ground, the result is never pretty.
I step on holy ground all the time for weddings, so I don't know that I agree with that.
I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. I don't see any reason I would need it now, or in the future either. That's enough about that. While we've been chit-chatting, the Abyss Order continues to act.
Okay, then we'll just go in ourselves and ask around.
What is he gonna do while we're in there? That's also what I find curious. Is he trying to do something? Nice patrol, buddy. That he doesn't want us watching?
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go mentioning the defiled statue inside the cathedral. The Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they rashly tried anything against the Abyss Order, it would only ruin whatever element of surprise we may have. Also, meddling in the affairs of the Abyss usually doesn't end well for anyone.
True enough. Alright, up we go. Barbara-sama. No, I doubt we're going to talk to her. Are we going to talk to Victoria? Who are we talking to? Barbara, okay. Hey, Victoria.
Honorary Knight. Hi, how have you been? Do you need anything today?
Yeah, about that.
But I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow the Holy Lyre to Hermel again, we cannot oblige.
You're still holding that grudge.
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion.
Oh yeah, of course, because Venti still has it. I completely forgot about that. Lol. And again, we're hearing Palmer's thoughts. How irritating.
Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something. Barbara, have you heard about the first field tiller?
What's that? Field tiller. What does it do?
Of course you wouldn't know anything about that. Okay, next question. Has the church ever lost a statue of the Seven?
Yeah, that's a good question to ask.
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. That was such a long time ago, barely anyone mentions it nowadays. A long time ago, there was indeed one statue of the Seven that disappeared one night without a trace.
Was this within the last 500 years?
Nearly every member of the church joined the search for it, but it was never found.
And where was it taken from?
In the church's records, as you might assume, this incident has been called the Lost Statue of the Seven.
Of course.
Of course?
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Paimon means any other strange stories?
I don't know if we're supposed to find that cute or endearing or funny, but it just seems very immature to me. Whatever. Continuing.
Sorry, Barbara.
Again with the
We can't
thoughts.
tell you about the statue we saw just
Oh
then.
my
A
god, could you
thing
just
set
stop it already?
outside. It's for your own good.
I don't have fucking telepathy. I cannot hear Paimon's thoughts. And if I'm meant to be this blonde character on the left, I should not be hearing the thoughts of the creature on the right. It is pathetic, poor, lazy writing, and I'm getting angrier every single time it happens. The first time it happened, I was like, oh, okay, maybe just for these story quests, maybe someone just got really lazy in the writing. But now it's happening in main quests, and it's really, really bothering me. I should not have access to Paimon's thoughts. Damn it.
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual incidents are in the church's records. Oh, the Tyrant's Final Fury? No, that's from another time. Probably unrelated.
Is it from... shit, Conria?
The Tyrant's Final Fury.
It sounds interesting nonetheless.
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed Old Mondstadt, the place now known as Storm Terror's lair. Many, many years ago, there was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky
What?
whenever anyone approached Old Mondstadt.
Where did the balls of fire come from?
Balls of fire raining from the sky? How terrifying!
Can you tell me where Conria was?
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms, so they referred to it as the Tyrant's Final Fury.
Is Conria going to be like an 8th land in the game? I know Conria doesn't exist anymore, but like the land exists.
This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. It just gradually ceased on its own.
So it's not necessarily related to the Tyrant.
Right. Later, the theory of the Tyrant's Final Fury became less probable in the eyes of the Church. Common reasoning dictates that the god of storms wouldn't shoot fireballs.
No, no, you would not.
Perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue of the Seven, but I just can't think of any other strange incidents that might be.
It's okay. Thanks anyway.
But where did the statue come from?
There's that pointless word,
Rosaria!
thank you again. I can never get used to hearing it.
Whatever. Go be a wet blanket somewhere else. I'm the only wet blanket allowed here.
Oh, Rosaria, it's you.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again.
I wasn't looking for the Knights of Favonius, but thank you.
Those monsters?
Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the Storm Terror incident?
The Hilichurls?
Wasn't that the Abyss Order? They're at it again?
Technically, it was more Hilichurls than Abyss Order, but I suppose Abyss Order ordered it.
Indeed. They're gathering in
I was
Wolvendom,
just
causing great
there.
unrest among the wolves.
Why?
Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? As for what purpose, I can't say for certain.
I'm going to point out that some of these voices sound kind of muffled or distorted. Rosaria's here, and then whose voice was it before? I don't know if it's Barbara's I'm thinking of, or someone earlier. And it's making me wonder if these were recorded during, like, quarantine and stuff, so people have to record it in their own homes as opposed to going into a studio to record these lines. Just an idle thought.
Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to make a move myself.
They don't feel as sharp and as crystal clear as they have on previous occasions.
Then I will go as well.
No, it wasn't Barbara. It was someone else's voice. I don't remember
Master
who.
Jean said you should stay at the church
Done
and
you?
continue your
I don't
work
remember.
with the clergy.
But you're also a member of the clergy.
Don't worry, I will go to help as well.
Right. We'll go give Master Jean a hand.
Oh, okay. If the honorary knight will be there, then...
I'll take care of your sister. I'll even use your sister to save your sister. Ha ha. How's that for metagaming?
But please, everyone, be careful. May the Animal Archon protect you all.
Well, he's not going to be there, so I doubt he's going to be protecting me. Dishonorable trial. Talk to Danslave. I'm going to assume he's going to be just outside, so I will not fast travel. Your name is Rudolph? Ha. Do you have a very shiny nose? Yeah, there he is. He's where I left him. Good to know. Now, what mischief did you get up to while I was in the cathedral? I don't trust you as far as I can throw you.
Has the Abyss Order already launched a new operation?
Yeah, back where we were like 2 seconds ago.
This could very well have something to do with the defiled statue. We should go as well.
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway? Are they looking to do the same as they did with Dvalin? Not again!
No, that's not likely. Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, Andreas died long ago. Today, it is just his spirit that stands guard over Wolvendom. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas in an attempt to garner some information from one of the Anemo Archon's old companions.
Go to Wolvendom. Again. This way. Yeah, stuff it. We'll go over. Too impatient to go around. Hi, team. Please go that way.
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
They're pretty weak compared to the last lot I fought.
Power that ended height!
Go as one!
Alright, you. You're next.
Go as one!
Rain outlines your fate.
Motion to compel.
Whew. There sure are a lot of enemies around here.
There weren't that many, but okay.
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are. Fits the Abyss Order's style.
We should hurry and find Lupus Boreas.
Let's go!
Boreas?
I'm not going any further.
Wait, why? Because of the Knights of Favonius?
Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
That's probably not it.
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient
Boreas.
god, yet he willingly became a servant of the Seven.
Does that disgust you? Were you an ancient god? I have no idea. What even is a Bowkeeper, guys? What is he the keeper of?
I cannot possibly agree with his actions. I don't desire any interaction with him. Besides, you're the one people like. I'm less likable.
You really despise the Seven, huh?
There's nothing special about gods anyway.
Curiouser and curiouser.
It's just my opinion, but a word of advice. Always be on your guard when around gods.
I've met 2 very nice gods. One is irritating as all hell, and one's like uselessly aloof. But they're pretty nice people. Don't know about this Inazuman lady. She seems like she could deal with a sword through the throat. But hey,
You shouldn't place
Hey.
too much trust in them.
I didn't mean that sexually.
At the
I meant like
same
an actual
time,
sword through
Don't
the
go too far
throat.
in the opposite direction. Don't go trying to overthrow them or hunt them down.
I make no guarantees for this Inazuman lady. She doesn't sound very nice.
Even if the god in question is your sworn enemy.
He went up against a god who was his sworn enemy. That's why he's speaking like this. Ooh, which one?
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That's some awkward advice. Does Dane hate the Seven or is he protecting them?
Why is your opinion so contradictory?
Lest I repeat the failings of my forebears.
Your forebears or you?
I will tell you one final fact.
As long as it's not like steeped in mystery and intrigue and it's just actually a fact that I can understand, sure.
Huh? What fact?
The destruction of the nation of Canria by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nations watched over by the Seven.
So the Abyss Order are people who survived Canria? Not like people, are they? Creatures who survived Canria.
Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back to business. I will go take care of the remaining Abyss Order members in the area. Try and keep your visit with Boreas brief. Afterward, let's meet at the entrance to Wolvendom.
Up, there he goes. What a strange man.
I can kind of see where he's coming from.
Yeah, that's true. You also keep your guard up against unfamiliar gods. At the Rite of Dissension in Liyue, your decision was very similar to what Dane would do.
When there's a lack of trust, it's best to just avoid the situation entirely.
Not the easiest situation.
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two
Hi,
doing here?
Jean. I was going to say something after the scene, but the scene just kept going, and now I don't actually remember what I was going to say. What was I going to say? What was he talking about? He's looking at forebears. Oh, right, Abyss Order. Why is it that we never find any human followers of the Abyss Order? The Heralds are kind of like the closest thing I've seen to humanoids. Well, humans, rather, because I suppose Hilichurls are humanoid. But they're always Hilichurls and creatures. The Herald is the first thing I've seen closely resembling a human. Why is that? Wasn't Kamria a home of humans? So why are there not human members of the Abyss Order who want to seek revenge? Why are the Hilichurls running the business? Or are the Hilichurls just the lower levels? In which case I'm going to meet more humans further down the track? I don't know.
Oh, Master Jean! So glad we found you. Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the Abyss Order, so we came to help.
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is very strange. They have surrounded Wolvendom. I am preparing to send out some knights to fight back. I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but I did not see you. Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is going after Boreas, but the Abyss Order and Boreas... What is the connection between them?
They just like to cause trouble. Do they really need a reason? The Abyss Order already went after Dvalin. It's not too surprising that they would also go after another one of the Animal Archon's buddies.
That is true. Regardless, whether the reason behind the present threat is clear or not, I will handle the situation. Honorary Knight, please go and check if Lupus Boreas is in any danger.
I don't want to talk to him. I don't like him.
This god's spirit. He does not often see people, but I hear that you have met him before. Maybe it is best that you are also the one to meet him this time.
I don't wanna. Go send Razor. Oh, he's not exactly diplomatic, is he?
Okay, be careful. Thank you for your help, Honorary Knight of Favonius.
Why is she getting so extraordinarily formal at this moment? I know she always calls me that, but that just seemed overly formal in that moment in time. Oh, can I just shortcut? I don't want to fight these guys. It's such a waste of my time. As it's climbing, but I'll take the climbing over the fighting. So much for that idea. Why does everybody want to attack me? Just leave me in peace! Rude individuals. Oh god.
Look! Over there, it's Razor!
I got your back, Razor.
The Abyss Herald!
Let's go kill this dude once and for all.
You, not welcome here!
So, the wolf's wretched spirit likes to raise wild pups now. You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your days of godly glory. If you serve us, we can restore your divine powers you once held in the past.
But he doesn't want them.
Lies. Lies.
What the heck is this ceremony? He looks like he's in a lot of pain.
Can we stop talking about it and just bloody attack?
Oh no! Is this the same
No one
thing that
cares!
the corrupt Dvalin
Get on
tried?
with it! Let's free the stupid wolf already. You know, let's stop monologuing and get on with it.
Wolves never surrender! But this can't go on.
Time for another round with the Abyss Herald.
No matter how many times you resist us, your efforts are all in vain.
Yeah, again with the monologuing. Let's just attack. Jesus Christ. And then Jean at least is at full health this time around.
No, my sword! Let me weave you a verse. Boom, boom! Time for your arraignment!
Oh, I used my ability, but it did nothing. Oh shit! Friends on the battlefield. Oh well. We'll take them as we come.
I swear by my sword!
god, that took forever.
Witness the power of gold. Back off! Eyes on me! Go as one!
Could you just stay still? Oh, he's got a shield? Oh god.
Wind, hear me.
That's great, sir. Care factor 0.
Rain,
See, I can do that too.
Incinerate! Wrap up the flame!
Oh, it's so hard to get through the shield. This is what I need cryo for. Yeah, so I don't care about your little spritzy spritz. Can we get on with it?
Take this! Go as one!
This is definitely what I needed to have.
No, my
Cryo.
sword! Let me weave you. Boom, boom!
Oh, why does the cooldown seem to be so long?
Power that ended hype! Go as one!
Rain outlines your fate.
Motion to contest!
A fourth time? Oh my god.
Go as one!
I swear by my sword.
Ha! That did a shit ton of damage to you, sir. I can't kill him again? That sucks. It's getting really tedious not being allowed to kill the guy.
No, my sword! Incinerate!
The ceremony was interrupted. How fortunate for you.
Yeah, how fortunate that I happened to be in the cathedral at the time and that Rosaria thought to tell me that Jean was over here and that this was happening. What a strange series of coincidences.
How does an old spirit have such determined will? No matter. This is but a small unforeseen variable. Our grand scheme will not be affected.
It disappeared again!
Sure ran away quickly.
Thank you. You came. Just in time.
Human Lupercal. I am ashamed that you must see me in my present state. But still, the Abyss Herald underestimated my strength.
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial, but scary outsider, not respect trial rules. I too didn't see the trap.
Wait, so you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas' mind, then lured him out under the pretense of challenging him in a trial?
It's not your fault, Razor.
Thank you. In the future, my claws must get sharper. You smelled danger and came here?
Sure, let's go with that.
No, we heard about the danger. Paimon's notes doesn't even know what danger smells like. Besides coming to help, we actually have something to ask you about too. Excuse us, Mr. Wolf Guide. Do you know anything about the first field tiller?
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. I know not
God, his
what this
flamey
field
business is
tiller
really
is.
jarring. They got him epileptic.
Though there was indeed one human-made machine that I can never forget. It entered into my proving ground by accident, and I mistook it for a challenger. But it could not think, only fight. It was designed as a pure killing machine from top to bottom. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks. Before it fell to the ground, it fled the proving ground.
So is it still in the area?
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the very first field tiller, right?
Could be any ruin guard at all, Paimon. Could it shoot missiles?
Missiles?
Ah, good point.
I do not know this strange word.
Yeah.
It could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot fireballs. Although no match for a god, it was stronger than even many who wield visions.
Fireballs? Hey, didn't we hear this somewhere else recently as well?
Yep, fireballs and on mod stat.
Anyway, this pretty much proves that the first field tiller came to Mondstadt, doesn't it? It sounds like the first one was way stronger than the mass-produced ruin guards that came after. But in this story, it was damaged at the proving ground while fighting the Wolf of the North.
Don't know. But did we help?
Yes, you were a big help. Thanks. We need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss Herald may have left, but the Abyss's forces are still attacking. You two be careful.
Yes, I smell more danger. Bigger danger. You too. Also, be careful.
Well, that was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell...
Is there a... Cool. There's so many icons there, I couldn't see if there was a teleportation point there. Big stretch. Oh, he's right behind me. Huh.